Newark. Phoenix, man.
Yeah.
And San Diego.
Where's San Diego?
Just they're a little bit down.
Just south of Los Angeles.
I like that part of Naked Gun when he brings a guy into the hospital and they think he's a doctor, and he goes,
I mean, where is the Big Ten not represented on that list right now?
Atlanta.
Boston,
Atlanta.
So
I mean, the
right
main
there,
thing is the
right
Big Ten
there.
has 3.
This is why you get Virginia Tech.
No, but they have Maryland.
Maryland's a basketball school. Most people up here are Virginia Tech fans.
I'm just saying they still kind of get that market.
Yeah, but that's Hokie fans. There's the Maryland market.
I was surprised how many people are in fucking Detroit.
SGPN presents.
All right, let's go.
Whenever you're ready, Sean.
This USFL Championship edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is presented by WinBet. Bet $50 at WinBet and get $200 in free bets. Bet big, win bigger with WinBet. Download the WinBet app now or visit wynnbet.com and start winning today. We're also brought to you by Sleeper. You already play fantasy on Sleeper, but now you can win cold hard cash with their over/under game. Just head to sleeper.com/SGP on your phone to join the SGPN group. And Sleeper will automatically match your first deposit up to $100. That's sleeper.com/SGP. And make sure to check out our relaunched merch store where you can get all your favorite SGPN gear. Just go to store.sportsgamblingpodcast.com.
Hey, it's Scooby right here, aka Shark Dog, listening to SGP and let it ride.
Yes, sir.
You like that?
Long, Cox.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Ooh, welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
USFL.
So you're back on, Ryan. I know.
No, that's my funeral chant. It's the end.
As they're lowering you down into the grave. Joining us here to talk all things United States Football League. He is the host of the USFL Gambling Podcast, Mr. Colby Dant. What's up, Colby?
There it is. These sweet ass shirts. We are one game away from the Freedom Cup green.
You know it. And yes, if you're watching on YouTube, shout out to Justin Mark, aka J Mark, hooking us up with some sweet USFL t-shirts.
Christmas in July, my friend. We get these shirts. We get the Freedom Cup going on right before the 4th of July.
4th of July Eve.
Better ratings, hot dog eating contest or Freedom Cup.
Oh, right. We should really give out some picks. While you're,
should we pull up some hot dog?
No,
odds?
I think we close out with some, Ryan, if you can find some hot dog eating odds, we owe it to our fan base. Last pod here before
I was gonna
4th of
surprise you
July.
with some odds later.
Oh,
Yes,
you
that's
had him. Okay. Cause I was totally 100% down. We are going to talk about the USFL, the championship game, give out some DFS picks. Of course, as always, we're brought to you by WinBet, where you can, of course, bet big, win even bigger. Make sure you're getting down on WinBet this summer, because every $500 you bet on casino and sports, you could be getting an entry to win the ultimate fantasy football draft experience at the Encore Beach Club, including a 2-night stay at the Wynn Resorts for you and your entire league. A lot of talent over at that Encore Beach Club. Sounds like an awesome trip, and the entire league thing is crazy to me. Why would you not be betting at WinBet already? But then you have a chance to win this awesome prize. Multiple entries are allowed, so every 500 you put in between now and the end of July, WinBet entry into this contest is pretty crazy. Again, all you got to do is go to the WinBet app or visit WYNNBet.com to get started today. Offer subject to change. Terms and conditions at WinBet.com. Must be 21 or older and present in the state where playthrough WinBet is available. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Before we get to the pick for the USFL Championship game and our DFS plays and some of me touting, I think it's time for this week's edition, Real Men of Degens.
SGPN presents Real Men of Degens.
Real men of Degens.
We salute you.
Manny Del Campo. That's right. Who is Manny Del Campo? He, as it turns out, is the Angels interpreter. How do we know who Manny Del Campo is? Because he was among the 12 players suspended for Sunday's brawl between the Angels and the Mariners. You're a real DGen only when you're the interpreter and you have to go out there to help throw down.
Ride or die, bro.
Coach Bill Hasselman also got one game. Coach Ray Montgomery 2 games.
I love the relief pitcher that broke his elbow by hopping over the fence.
Wow.
These athletes in the
Supposed
MLB.
The interpreter is just cracking me up. If I was him, I would try and. I was just there in case they needed some interpretation.
I'm sure he was given strict rules.
This guy's saying he's gonna kick your ass right now. I feel like I got to be there to translate.
And we've all been in a fight before. Normally, you're saying, "You fuck you, dude," right? So I'm wondering what language is he using to say "fuck you"? You know,
I'm telling you, what happened was he was instructed, "Don't leave this guy's side."
Yes.
And when the guy went out to join the fight, he went with him. And so when the guy threw a punch, he translated it from Spanish to English and threw his own punch. turns out right hook is a right hook in all languages.
All right.
That's a pretty funny concept. Someone who's translating body language, body motions from one language to another.
And of course, Real Men of Degens brought to you by Sleeper. Go to sleeper.com/SGP. Get that 100% deposit bonus up to $100 on their over under game. You already have Sleeper for your fantasy. Make sure, if you don't, download that app, click the over under, and perfect to get in on the MLB over under player props 2x all the way up to 20x. And again, 100% deposit bonus up to $100. Sleeper.com/SGP. Tout session.
Tout.
Everyone on the show is above 50%.
Woohoo!
I am in first place, 25-17 against the spread. That is a scorching 60%, 55% on my locks. Colby, you look like you're chiming in. I assume you want me to bring up that I'm 14-4 on my last 18 against.
No, that you
spread.
have the ticket for the Stars at what 18-1.
Oh my God! And breaking news. I'm not hedging. 18-1. You, me, the Blob. I'll see you.
How do you feel about Blob now, buddy?
I'll see you in Playa del Carmen, Blob, because that's where we're going to celebrate this massive win. Because I think the Stars take this game. They run away with it. I think handicapping this game for me, it's fairly easy. Hey, I'm not getting off the Blob Stars train. You got Case, average size Kukas leading the Stars. And again, this team, if an 87-yard punt return at the 2-minute warning to win the game doesn't show you they're a team of destiny, Colby, I don't know what you need to see.
That was the best game all year, dude, for the whole league, the whole entire league. That game was fantastic. And Maurice Alexander,
victory.
Maurice Alexander coming up with a huge play at the right time. Sean, what does Blob do say on a fresh off of winning a championship on 4th of July with the Freedom Cup in his possession?
You know, we'll just have to see whatever the Blob wants to get into. We'll leave that up to me and the Blob.
Was it correct me if I'm wrong here, but who did the in the game where the Browns lost, was that the drive?
Yes.
John Elway.
Yes.
Who did they play in the Super Bowl that year?
That was 87, I believe. So that was the Redskins. You heard of them?
Did they get waxed?
They did get waxed. Yeah.
But feeling a little bit of team of destiny.
Actually, I think 86 was the drive and 87 was the same.
86 was the drive and they got waxed by the Giants.
No, but they played the Browns again in 87 in the AFC Championship.
Okay, but either way they got waxed. My point being, team of destiny.
Oh,
magical plays,
tilting your hand, huh?
Conference on the line.
Giddy up.
But then all of a sudden they run into an actual good team. They got lucky to beat a good team. Then they run into another really good team.
And Mike Riley, what are you doing? First off, with the 2 quarterback system, that shit never works.
Can I share with you something? I thought it was just one of those games where you could see it little by little. Philly making plays, Jersey kind of falling all over themselves, and each time it happened, it's like, well, they just left some points on the field.
Yep.
Oh, they just left some points on.
And the Stars missed a 26-yard field goal,
and that put Mike Riley in a position where his coaching, which was working all season. 2 quarterback systems only work when you're winning. When you're not winning, you look like a fucking.
Well, it just ruined the tempo. And then I thought one of the big things was he didn't get Kevontae Turpin the ball more. To me, yes, he still almost won the game for the Generals because he took a punt back. But you got to run more screens to him, wide receiver screens, anything, jet sweeps. He was doing a decent job all year.
They were on him. Like you got to get the MVP of the league involved more. So.
They did miss that call though on the kick, but I thought the Stars were the better. They played better all day. They deserved to win that game, but that was I couldn't believe that we have replay. Yeah. And the first like 6 shots, it looked like, so on the opening kick of the second half, Eccles Looper, the returner for the Generals,
clearly down.
So he falls down on the turf and he didn't get tagged. It looked like the first 6 replays that it was an accurate call, that it was a fumble because he lets up the ball. But the final replay, while Mike Pereira is talking, you can see the Stars blocking the guy into him, and the Stars, the guy who's blocking for the Stars, his knee touches the receiver before he fumbles the ball. So it was a pretty big. But dude, the Stars played better all day. Shout out to the Stars. They really, their run defense stepped the fuck up. They were hard hitting. Felt like Blob was, all the playing in that game, buddy. Just getting out there.
Their defense is creating turnovers, and one reason again why I like them over the Stallions is they held the Generals to 106 rush yards on 30 carries. It's less, it's like low 3s as far as yards per attempt there. So I which was their weakness earlier on in the season. They've seemed to figure out something on defense. Amani Dennis had that game sealing interception. And of course, Channing Stribling, DB, he's been getting a ton of picks. Their defensive linemen, and honestly, we'll get to it in the fantasy, but Case Koukas is just calling his own number.
He's like Big Dick Nick 2.0.
Is he hurt?
But how about I was going to ask you this. Matt Colburn, their star running back, who's been a baller of late, he's out for this Freedom Cup, Sean.
That is a concern.
They had a lot of injuries. That was another note I had.
This has been the story of them all year, though. They lose Brian Scott.
Doesn't
Case
matter.
Cookies comes out of nowhere, right?
Remember when Sean hated the Blob?
Yeah.
I don't recall
changes.
that.
Cold.
I've been
freezing cold.
I've been in on the Blob this entire time.
So cold.
I think
ice cold.
I think the Stallions are actually like a worse version of the Generals. I think the fact that the Stars got to play the Generals, they kind of got a warm up game for the Stallions, similar style of play. Am I wrong, Colby?
I think you might be onto something, buddy. But the Breakers got up to a 7-0 lead against the Stallions.
Breaker.
I'm feeling good about it, and then the worst thing could happen. First off, Sloter, he's got to learn to take a sack. All right, because this guy throws a pick 6, but there was like probably 10 passes in that game that were almost intercepted for 6. And once Birmingham took it back to the house, I knew the game was over. Cause I don't know the USFL stats on this yet, but I know in the NFL, like if you get a pick 6, I think your chances of winning go up like 97%.
Well,
something crazy.
They almost got the pick 6, right?
No, they had a full on. The Stallions had a full on pick 6.
Sorry, the Stallions.
You almost had the Stars. You're still at.
I called a pick 6 and they almost had one.
Almost
early
had
in the
it,
game.
like 90 yards, right? An 80-yard return or some shit like that. But look, the Breakers failed me. The Generals failed me. Let's just get to the Freedom Cup though, because it wouldn't be a USFL Championship Freedom Cup game without the Philadelphia Stars, Sean. And Cream Dog, you know this?
No.
If the Stars win this, They're just one more championship away from tying the Eagles, including before the Super Bowl when the Eagles are winning championships. So watch out now. Watch out, birds. Watch out.
All right.
That's pretty embarrassing, Sean.
Let's get to our Freedom
Are
Cup.
you sure you want to root for Philly? You're bringing a lot of heat to the Eagles. If they, Colby, I don't think Sean was prepared to hear this. City of Champions, Philadelphia, Freedom Cup, cracked bell. How's the blackjack, Sean?
It's great.
No, he's playing blackjack.
No, I'm fired up. I got Stars fever. I'm ready to celebrate with the blob. You guys are the ones that are.
Who knew that our Photoshop was going to turn into one of Sean's most beloved possessions?
I think I'm going to get it for the office.
We should.
A nice picture frame.
We got to get that.
Oh dear. 16 by 20, right? Got it. All right. So I mean,
what's your take, Kramer? You're a hater of the Stars. You were all in on your Generals. Now
this is one of those situations where, much like your Eagles, much like my Giants, sometimes teams do go on runs, and they are teams of destinies. That
being said, you're taking the Stallions. Please take the Stallions.
That being said, I'm taking the Stallions. Here's why. All year long, Colby, what did we say? There are two good teams in this league. The Generals and the Stallions. Stallions are left standing. It is away from home. They are not in Birmingham anymore. They are in beautiful Canton. But I just can't. The Stars, they took some more hits last week. I can't see the Stars. And maybe this is me gut handicapping here. Maybe this is me being bitter. Maybe this is me not having a nice chunk of Stars plus 1,800 on the old money line there future. And my Generals ticket is now hot trash burning on my fucking porch.
It's like that bag of dog shit you leave out.
By the way, I talked to my dad the other day. Old ass dude, like in his 70s. He's out redoing the deck. The fuck. So yeah, I'm taking Birmingham. They're the best team. They've been the best team all year. I'll figure out what I do for a dog here in a bit, but the Stars were a good team, and they stepped up and they won an edge case game against the Generals where everything went well for them. And so things will regress. They're playing another talented team. And how's our boy Scooby doing?
He's back.
And he's back.
Shark Dog. Watch out.
And I think if you go back to the beginning of this episode, you'll hear his voice. And I would never go against a company man like Sean is about to here. Shark
Dog's known, I don't know if you guys know about Shark Dogs, but they're known to be more active during 4th of July weekend.
Oh, I know that Shark Dogs. I mean, specifically, there is an issue in Ohio with the dog population fucking too much. Like you will hear a lot of ads to make sure you're getting your animals spayed and neutered in Ohio. So I'm sure Shark Dog is active. And so I'm Shark Dog is in a good mood. Shark Dog's gonna be hunting.
He's gonna be a small dog.
Shark Dog's gonna be hunting some average size kukas on what is this Sunday? What are we playing this game? Beautiful Sunday on the eve. Why are they not playing this on July 4th? What the fuck are
No. This is genius because we'll be out. We'll be at the beach.
You finish the game with fireworks.
You do it, dude. They're gonna be. Where do you live? The fireworks. I live in Venice. The fireworks are going on. Yeah.
Fireworks have been going on all year. We live in Los Angeles, guys.
All right, so Kramer passing on the dog. I have
I'm
Philly.
not passing on the dog.
I have Philly as my lock. I have 4.5. I have Philly as my dog at plus 175.
Oh wow.
Colby, what are you doing?
Look, I mean, as much as Shark Dog's our boy, the Stars are a team of destiny.
Oh, what?
Mm-hmm. And the way they've been playing, the next man up mentality, you're gonna know with my DFS lineup in a second. It's a team of destiny, and Bart Andrews with that sweet ass mullet, right?
He is pretty awesome.
That's what I want to look like when I'm old, man. I'm trying to do some shit like that.
All right. Here, give me parlay it with the over or Bo Scarborough first touchdown. If you can find that kind of thing offered.
I do like the over.
Total sin at 44.5.
Over.
Gun to my head, I would say.
No gun to your head. We just making picks here.
Blob to your head.
I think actually under. I'm going under. I think this could be a bit of an ugly game.
No.
I know it's crazy to have to predict an ugly game in the USFL, but this one might get a little ugly.
That Stars Generals game was beautiful.
Stars defense has gotten better.
Stars team total. Oh, I mean, if you can find that over 23.5, over. Stallions.
Stars shine bright on 4th of July weekend, Sean. All right, let's do this.
Deep in the heart of Canton.
Just 1 of 50.
All right, we're gonna talk DFS lineup showdown for the USFL Championship.
Not a big fan of the showdown.
It's a tough format for.
You got to go deep in the USFL when you're playing showdown.
All right.
Who are you captaining, Sean?
Case Kukas. A little chalky, but again, the fact that he's a rushing quarterback. Yes, please. I'm going to be playing one Birmingham Stallion.
Only one?
Yes, and that is Jamar Smith. Again, rushing quarterback. Give it to me all day in DFS formats.
You're playing 2 quarterbacks then, huh?
2 QB, and then for the rest of my flex, give me Darnell Holland. I think he's going to get most of the work that Colburn would have got. He's 5,800. Devin Gray, who seemingly is Kukas's go-to guy, coming off a 10 target game, not super efficient. But you know, I like the price and certainly the upside. He's 5,600. Bug Howard, who is his guy.
Yep.
Again, didn't do much last week, but
that's why I like him this week.
Yeah, he had when they lost to the Generals, their last loss, and arguably possibly their last loss in the history of the league. He had 5 catches on 6 targets.
They re-upped, buddy.
Yeah,
I don't know if you heard that. All right,
they're gonna have to score some points in this game. He had 6 targets last time they played Birmingham.
Yeah, so I think he's gonna have a big day. And my last one, guy who had the punt return for a touchdown. Give me Alexander. He's only, what is he?
Maurice Alexander. Played quarterback at FIU at the airport there.
At the airport.
Yes. Getting it done on that return. I like that play, you know, but I thought I kind of think he's had his big moment, you know?
You're right. Who do I swap in then? I have $6,300 left. Do I try?
You take their defense because you would have gotten his touchdown there.
Ooh. That's a good point. Or do I go Overton, the receiver? Well, he had 2 catches for 65 yards.
The thing with the Stars, though, it's been really hard to play the receivers this year. Me and Nancy Nick were talking about this.
I'm gonna go DST.
They spread the ball out well.
Yeah, and they were close to getting a pick 6 last week. They had a special teams touchdown. Again, team of destiny, 3,800. Kramer,
like it.
What are you doing? What's your DFS?
Bo Scarborough
as your captain.
For also first touchdown, if you can find that. Jamar Smith with Osiris Mitchell. We'll go Case average size Kukas with Bug Howard. Play a couple stacks there, and then I'm gonna slide in the Stallions defense. I think we saw the Stars. I mean that this is an offense on the edge. Case Kukas is a man on the edge. So there's going to be opportunity for Shark Dog to get a piece of that proverbial meat and take it all the way back to the house and gnaw on that fucking bone.
Oh, speaking of which, have you watched the Planet Earth for Dinosaurs on Apple TV?
Oh yes,
it's very good.
Did they have a segment on shark dogs?
I mean, the shark dog somehow survived the extinction event. So I mean, this is a very powerful animal. The average size Kukas has no chance.
All right, what else you got, Kramer?
That's it.
Oh, that was your last guy. All right.
And you know what? Pat me on the fucking back because $300 is all I got left.
Oh,
That's impressive.
Hey, did you copy my lineup? I only got $300 left.
Really? And we have completely different players.
I wasn't even sure because I just tuned you out. You've been that cold on the DFS front that I was like, hey,
you don't want one of Kramer's plays accidentally making their way in your subconscious.
I got interested when he started talking about dinosaurs again.
Don't come out. I'm right. It's all about the NFL right now.
The National Football League.
I'm neck deep in some A's, B's, and maybe a C.
I like that jigsaw puzzle, man. I'm trying to get that jigsaw puzzle. Yeah, can we do a commercial on that?
We have you can get a jigsaw puzzle of Kramer. Store.sportsgamblingpodcast.com.
It's somewhat strange, but you know.
Well, my captain is. I wanted to go Kukas, but I feel like everyone's going Cookus. So I switched over. I went with Darnell Holland since we know Colburn's out. We know Paul Terry's out. They just picked up a kid from Notre Dame. I don't think he's going to be ready. I'm going to go Holland at 8,700. I also have Cookus and Jamar Smith. Yeah, that's for my captain.
Okay, so you do have Cookus.
Yeah, and Jamar Smith.
You just told me you didn't have Cookus.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just wasn't listening to you, man. Tight end Bug Howard, I did go with. But I went with Bo Scarborough. The Philly run defense was great last week, but all year they've been kind of weak. Can they do it again? I think remains to be a question. And then look, Victor Bolden, when he got injured, he's no longer the number one wideout for the Stallions. I went with Marlon Williams, the former UCF kid, 7,200. Load up, shop to you drop, people. Follow the Pick Dundee's plays.
Kramer, did you?
There was a lot of my lineup in Colby's lineup.
Well, were you able to find? He didn't do a good enough job tuning you out. Were you able to find the hot dog eating odds?
Yes.
Okay.
Like most years, Joey Chestnut a huge favorite. Minus 3,000.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Well, it's crazy because the women's event.
That is a disgusting.
In the women's event, Miki Sudo is minus 5,000. So even more dominant. Yeah, it's Joey. The second guy is a guy named Jeffrey Esper, not to be confused with Jeffrey Epstein. Nick Weary and Gideon Oji. Gideon Oji 20-1, Nick Weary 10-1, and Jeffrey Epser 9-1. There's nothing to do here. The way you play this, all right. So you can either play heads up, who's going to finish second. That's kind of lame. You can do total hot dogs. Look at this. The guy with the second best odds, Jeffrey Epstein / Epser, 52.5 hot dogs. That's his over on.
Yeah. Well, Chestnuts is like
Joey
mid-70s.
Chestnuts is 74.5.
Yeah.
This man is going to beat the rest of the world by almost 24 hot dogs. That's 3-4 packs.
He's a Cooper Cup of fantasy hot dog eaters.
Here's the crazy thing. The women's champ, she's going to out eat all but a couple men eating over under 47.5 hot dogs.
So I think you got to go just on the over under, right?
I mean, a lady that can eat that many hot dogs.
I mean, is there value
arousing
in fading Joey Chestnut?
No,
as a heart thing.
He would have to. Yeah, he would have to like croak on scene.
So I think he set the world record in 2020 with 75, 2021 76.
And what's his number right now? 74.5.
74.5.
I'm on the under.
Age
is going to play a role, Sean.
Do you have the list of all the numbers?
Let
Sean,
me.
In front of you?
Is there a Pro Football Reference?
Well, because at some point they went from 12 minutes to 10 minutes. He's doing this in 10 minutes.
Yeah, under's going to play, dude.
That's fucking gross.
Under's plus 110 too. Come on,
it's not going to play. Last year he went over.
What did he do last year? He's a year older. He's been around the sun one more time.
These guys are premier athletes. All right.
I wonder if they break their elbow jumping over the fence there.
I think Joey.
This is a great quote from last year. When asked about 76 francs in 10 minutes, it just felt good. Chestnut said, "Quote: Even if I was uncomfortable, having everybody cheer me and push me, it made me feel good."
All right, so listen to this.
Maybe the over will hit
in 2000. So Kobayashi had a stranglehold on competitive eating.
Yeah.
12 minutes was the staple, and he was eating between 44 and 53.5 hot dogs. 2007, Joey Chestnut comes into the game and smashes him eating 66 hot dogs. They then change the rules and go to 10 minutes, where Joey Chestnut proceeds to smash. Well, he ties, and then there's a 50-second eat off where he eats 5 hot dogs in 50 seconds after eating 54 hot dogs in 10 minutes to smash the previous 12-minute records with 59 hot dogs. And then he has absolutely changed the competitive eating landscape, pushing the limit each year. 70, 71, 72, 74,
this guy just keeps beating
75 in 2020, 76 in 2021.
So he's going to get 77.
We got to play the over.
Yeah.
Come on. Are we Americans, Colby?
I watched the Freedom Cup and then this.
And I would say with Miki Sudo, she's a little bit more all over the place. Insert high variance women's joke there. But 30 3/4 hot dog. I like how they go to quarter hot dogs. Impressive. She got 3/4 of the hot dog in, huh? 48.5 in 2020, and then 30 3/4 last year. Feels like there could be some regression due on the women's side here. Her total sitting at 47.5. That would bump up against her best of all time. I would say we go under with her. So we go under Miki Sudo -140, 47.5 hot dogs. We're going to go over Joey Chestnut 74.5 hot dogs -140.
I mean, you're paying some juice, but it's worth it.
I mean, Joey Chestnut is still just 38 years old.
Yeah, he's in his peak.
Yeah, I'm on the over.
We need to get some like Joey Chestnut quotes to like those like hype videos of Kobe talking about, that you see on TikTok where he's making commitments to himself and every time he's going to be better. We need that, but for Joey Chestnut. So lock it up. Joey Chestnuts over 74.5. Stars money line. USA.
Joey Chestnut holds over 40 eating records, more than any other competitive eater.
That is a disgusting act.
Including glazed donuts.
Yes.
55 in 8 minutes.
I can do this. Oh my God.
He's eating.
Put that away, Colby. How is our not safe for work filter not blocking out that gross photo of Joey Chestnut?
I mean, 55 donuts in 8 minutes. It's crazy. Hard boiled eggs, 141.
Oh my God.
141.
Glazed donuts
Nicknamed Jaws. I love it.
141 boiled eggs in 8 minutes.
How's that even possible?
Yeah, that's impressive. 47 grilled cheese sandwiches in 10 minutes. And this is my favorite, Sean. You're gonna love this one. Shout out to Pintandy. 165 pierogies in 8 minutes.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, the hard-boiled eggs to me are kind of pierogies are crazy. I mean, if those are fried pierogies, 165. I want to see are those regulation size pierogies? They can't be.
He also holds the record for jalapeno poppers. Man,
wait, listen to this. There is one record that Joey Chestnut will never hold. Oysters. He refuses to go there. Do you know what
I love oysters. Man. What's going on?
So the 2020 champion in the New Orleans Oyster Festival ate 33 dozen oysters in 8 minutes. Imagine how sick that must. I mean, Sean, I like oysters. You like oysters. Colby, you like oysters. 33 dozen oysters only ends one way. Feels like a good way to end the show.
Yeah, reversal of fortune is what you're. And remember, if you have a reversal of fortune, that's what they call it when you barf. You do not. You are immediately disqualified.
The competitive eating rules. That's right. We looked it up. They don't call it throwing up. They call it reversal of fortune. Oh, that's the funniest shit ever.
All right, we're not going to beat that. Thank you guys for tuning into the podcast.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
We got some nice USA gear in the new store.sportsgamblingpodcast.com. Support the brand, SGPN. Happy 4th of July to everyone out there.
Happy Freedom Cup, Sean.
Happy Freedom Cup. Happy Nathan's hot dog eating contest. So much great Americana to celebrate. For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green, and he's Ryan.
Joey Chestnut's doctor wasn't thrilled with the time he got frostbite on his fingers during an ice cream sandwich eating competition.
Kramer, let it ride.